highlights channel of the Ranveer Show. This is TRS Clips. I love that you brought up this whole thing about modern day cosmetics, because there's too many cosmetics companies that are not truly organic but are portraying themselves to be organic. I'm not even talking about the old world companies that will probably sue you and me for even naming them.
Yes.
But they're famous companies that everyone's heard about. We can't name them. I'm talking about some of the new age brands as well.
Yeah.
Who portray that they're organic, but they're truly not. So let's talk about that, because I know that your skin is like basically a second mouth. Whatever you put on it, it ends up eating.
Yes, definitely.
So let's talk about it.
Yes, when it comes to the organic and natural skincare available now, there are so many things people are aware right now regarding, for example, sulfates, paraben-free. People, general masses even look for sulfate-free, paraben-free shampoos or other skincare. But what about the rest? There are 1,300 to 5,000 ingredients that can equally be toxic, causing internal issues, hormonal issues, miscarriages, reproductive issues. This is listed in European Union, and these list is banned in European Union, which is prevalently used in most of the companies, even it is organic, natural brands in India, in US. This is a huge market where we only have knowledge about, the general public has knowledge only about a few ingredients to name.
Like it should be sulfate
What about
free.
the rest? Yes.
Silicone free.
Yes. People think that if it is sulfate free, silicone free, everything is fine. It's not.
But
okay.
on the label, how do you spot a bad ingredient?
That's quite difficult, Ranveer, when it comes to... I think that it is the duty of the formulators, those who manufacture. That is because there are so many loopholes as far as our Indian system regulating the cosmetics is concerned. There are so many loopholes. So we can't simply portray ourselves as transparency in labels. That doesn't matter, because that is not about that. That is picking and choosing and knowing the ingredients, being thoughtful about the source of the ingredients and putting it in the right place. That is all that matters. But we can't generalize a rule and ask the public to say, if you look for this ingredient, avoid this. We can't even say that, because it's not necessary that it should be listed on the label.
Okay. That's by law. You don't have to list everything on the label. Yes,
but there are so many malpractices happening. It is required to be listed on the label. But where does this ingredient come from? This supplier or cosmetic raw material supplier industry is huge, that they give you the list of ingredients with this kind of desirable effects. There are thousands of ingredients available in Indian market as well as abroad. But and what the cream and cosmetic manufacturing industries does is they pick and choose among the desired effects that bringing the product. But where the ingredient is sourced, what is the actual process going on to bring in that effect in the ingredient, that is unknown.
Okay, so I'm assuming that these cosmetic companies are okay keeping these ingredients in, because overall it might reduce the cost of creating that same cream or face wash or whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you go fully organic with your product, probably the cost of manufacturing it increases. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
That's the basic logic.
That is one logic, Ranveer. That is only one aspect. That is about cost management, cost cutting. Because if you have a raw material, when I talk about raw material, I'm referring to the structure what the cream is made of. The structure what is the gel is made of. Irrespective of the ingredient part, active part. That is where Ayurveda, organic or other actives come in. So I'm not talking about that. First, I'm talking about the base of a product. How the structure of cream, how the structure of shampoo is made of. In that, as you said, there is a huge kind of cost cutting happening, because the chemical synthetic alternatives are 50 times of lesser price when it comes to natural or organic ingredients. And also there are no substitutes that are readily available so that we can bring in the structure of a cream or a particular gel like that. That is researched as far as we are concerned. We have researched some natural alternatives so that the texture and the form matches international quality. That is actually a huge level of research going on in that.
The sad thing is everyone who's our age is only going to see these effects in like 30-40 years. They'll keep using these products.
Yeah.
No matter how many people are even seeing this podcast, there's a lot of people who are still going to go for those same old school products because that's what they've used all their life. But the effects will only be seen 30-40 years later. And you're saying that there are actually even reproductory organ effects, and could there also be like carcinogens in all these things?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you can get cancer, you can get reproductive issues because of these things you're putting on your skin and your hair every day.
Yes, but and another matter of fact is that how can we attribute to a skin cancer developing 5 years later to a cream you have used 2 or 3 months in this spirit? So the studies available are also very less. We can't, if you search on a particular ingredient in a cream you're using, if you go to the Google, what does it say? This ingredient is can be used on the skin, and this brings in this kind of a benefit. It gives whitening to your skin. Side effects are not reported or unknown. What does that mean? Side effects are not known. So people think there is no side effect, but it is not that, because these are popping up. These ingredients and these things are only popping up, and the side effects will be known only after 5 or 10 years.
Okay. So all in all, I hope that at least listeners of the show move into more organic choices.
Yes, definitely.
Is there again a generalized solution for people? Like, I think people just need to be more educated as consumers.
Yes,
right? That's the basis of this conversation.
Yes, but to some more extent, people are more educated right now. People know that organic is good. We need to move towards organic and natural products. But whom to trust? What is the criteria of organic? These things are the main concern right now.
What's the criteria?
Criteria in the sense, these when you talk about organic, it's not about mixing and matching of a particular group of ingredients.
Okay.
That is what is happening in pure organic labels. If some brand is doing organic, well, that is certified also. Suppose they only make use of some organically certified ingredients to bring in particular formulations.
And on the label they'll write organic product.
Yes, organic. I'm also not defending that. No, I'm not saying that they are not organic. They might be organic, but the deep concept is not there.
Okay.
Why the ingredient is used, what kind of ingredients can benefit the skin, what about the efficacy? That's where my life works. We researched the treasure of formulations available in Ayurveda to bring the best out of it, fitting the modern world individual. That should easily glide into the routine. That is my first point. And also to give no harm at all. I can assure that there is 100% natural ingredients used without depending upon any synthetic or chemical fragrances.
I think the downside for you is you're playing a more difficult business game, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely. But it's worthy of it, and it's rewarding to Ranveer, because the kind of response and the feedbacks we are getting is actually worth it, because people are saying that it's transforming their lives.
This is why I respect you, because again, the doctor side of you has turned into an entrepreneur. And you've not turned into an entrepreneur for money. Which is exactly the kind of guest I want on my show. A subject expert who's actually doing something with the subject. Because anyone can be like a bag full of knowledge and not really change the world through that knowledge. So in saying that, I still want to extract some more knowledge from you. So all in all, with skincare, it's very subjective. Just go hyper organic with the cosmetics you're using and try understanding how your dietary decisions affect the quality of your skin. And if you can, then do some yoga, do some breathing exercises, do some meditation. So these are playlists made especially for you. We've tailor-made learning experiences for you with the RAAAZ clips.